All right, here is our second lesson on fractions. We're going to take what we already know about fractions and creating equal parts of a whole, and we're going to solve some real world problems, okay? So let's go ahead and read the objective. What we're going to do is we're still going to identify and create different fractions. How we're going to do this is by locating equal parts of a whole. And why we're doing this is in order to explain how fractions help us solve everyday problems. Okay, so we're going to be able to sort of understand how fractions are used in the real world. And today we're going to talk about pizza. All right, so I have my little image here of pizza. You can imagine any kind of pizza you want that's your favorite. Today I chose pepperoni. But we're going to go ahead and show how we can break up a whole into equal parts, and we're going to talk about fourths really quickly. So we notice that this pizza has how many parts? How many equal parts? There are 4, right? So this is broken up into fourths. So let's go ahead and go back to our friends Linda and Ebony. Okay, and we talked last time that they had a sandwich and they wanted to share. And when we share, we're going to talk about sharing it equally. And they wanted to share their sandwich equally, so they split it into 2 parts because there's 2 people. One for Linda, one for Ebony. They split it in half, so they have 2 equal parts. We're going to talk about another one and say, well, let's say they had a second sandwich. And what if they wanted to share the second sandwich with their dads? Okay, so let's list the people really quickly just to make sure that we know who's involved. We have Linda, we have Ebony, we have Linda's dad, and we have Ebony's dad. So how many people is that total? That's 4. Okay, so we know that we can split this sandwich in half, and that gives us 2 equal parts. But that only gives us 2, and we said that we needed 4. So I'm going to come over here and we're going to split it one more time. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that we're splitting it into fourths. Okay, and that means that we have 1 over 4, and then I need to get my little line here to show us 1/4. So each person is going to get 1/4 of that sandwich. Okay, all right, so now we're going to read this scenario of this class sharing pizza and see what we have to do. Okay, so we're going to have to read it really closely. We're going to need to draw some images and create those fractions so we can make sure that we have enough for everyone. So let's go ahead and read the problem together. Miss Morris's grade 2 class is having a pizza party. They have to decide how much pizza to order. Use manipulatives and drawings to help you solve the problems. So we're really going to use our symbols. We're going to draw pictures and break those images into equal parts, okay? So we've got our pizza image here so we can use to help. Each student will get 1/4 of a pizza. If the teacher orders 6 pizzas, how many students will get 1/4 of a pizza? Okay, so we are going to have to draw a picture and show how the teacher will cut a pizza into fourths. So we have our example here, but I'm sort of going to show you how you can do that by drawing images again, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started. So each student will get 1/4 of a pizza, and how many pizzas are they going to get to start off? They're going to do 6. Okay, so I'm going to take my circle and I'm going to try and draw them as equally as you can. I know that you're drawing with a pencil, and that's okay. They're not all going to be the same, but we're going to try to make them as similar as we can. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pizzas. Okay, and we know that each student is going to get 1/4, so we need to break these pizzas into 4 equal parts. Okay, so we're going to do our best again to make sure that I am breaking them up as equally as possible. Okay, it's hard. I'm not looking for perfection, right? But if I draw my line over here, do I know that these are going to be the same size? Would that be the same size? No, not at all. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be pretty close. So just make sure that you're really taking your time to cut them in as equal parts as you can. So each of these pizzas we are breaking up into 4 different parts. Okay. All right. When that's done, you know that each of these fourths, so this, which is 1/4, is one person. Okay, so I know that one person is going to get to eat that much pizza. Okay, so right now, how many parts do I have? And you can go ahead and count those parts. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I have 24 pieces, right, or parts. And if every person gets one of those, how many people can I feed right now? Yeah, I have 24 pieces. Well, I can feed 24 people. So 24 of those students I can feed. Okay? Okay, so we did what it asked, right? Each student is going to get a quarter of the pizza. If there's 6 pizzas, which we drew, how many students? How many students will get? Well, 24, well, I said people, but really students, right? So there's 24 pieces or parts available for people to eat. So that means that 24 people can eat, okay? All right, so that answers the first problem. And we showed our thinking by drawing a picture and breaking it into equal parts. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, so question number 2 says, well, there are 26 students in the class. How many pizzas will the teacher need to order for everyone to get 1/4 of a pizza? And we need to use words, numbers, and or pictures to explain our thinking. Okay, so I'm actually going to cover up this next question right now because I don't want to have to worry about that right now. Okay, so there are 26 students. Now, what did we find out last time? How many pizzas did we order? How many pizzas? Okay, she had ordered 6 pizzas. And we got how many pieces out of it? 24. Okay, so that's not enough, right? Okay, so she needs one more pizza. So 6 wasn't enough, so how about 7 pizzas? I'm going to put a little question mark because I want to make sure that we can prove, all right, prove it, right? We're going to prove that, yep, we know that 7 pizzas would be enough. I'm going to make that a little smaller. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw our 7 pizzas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now if it's easier for you to break apart each one again, that is perfectly fine. So remember, we know that each pizza has to be broken up into 4 equal parts, the best that you can. It's not going to be perfect, but remember, oh, that might not be as good. Let's try to get it right in the middle. The best that you can. Okay, so now we have to count how many pieces we have now. How many fourths do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So we have 28 pieces, which means that we can feed how many students? We can feed 28 students, right? We only need to feed, though, how many? 26. So we're actually going to have 2 left over. So if I have my 28 pieces and I feed 26 how many pieces are we going to have left? 26, 27, 28. I'm going to have 2 left. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type this up in words. Okay, so I know that 7 pizzas will give us 28 pieces. I split each pizza into 4 equal parts and got 28 total. There will be 2 pieces left over. Okay? Okay, so that's us explaining in pictures. We've got our equation here in words, okay? And we've noticed that 6 wasn't enough. We needed to add 4 more pizzas, okay? So this is how you would take that step by step. Now, knowing that we'd have 28 pieces, we're going to go to that very last question, okay? So I'm going to slide this up a little bit. 3 students join the class. Does the teacher have enough pizza or does she have to order more? So we knew that there were 26 students and then 3 more students came. So how many total students do they have now? 26, 27, 28, 29. So there are 29 students. Oh no. Okay, go back to the work we just did. We had how many pieces? 28. So was 28 going to be enough for 29 students? No. And how many pizzas did she order for that? 7. So always go back to the work that you did because it'll help you solve the next problem. So we solved this and realized we don't have enough pieces. So we're going to come over here and we're like going to have to show that, well, 7 pizzas was not enough, so she might need to order a few more pizzas. So if we do that, then we're going to go ahead and show it again, okay? So you're going to have to show 2, 4, 6, 8 pizzas this time, okay? And you're going to go ahead and break them up, right, into 4 parts, okay? Now, if you also are noticing that we're just adding 4 each time, you can just add 4. But I'm going to show you each one, okay? So we know that this has 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. So really, that is 8 groups of 4, okay? 4 times 8. So you're going to add 4 plus 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 4, okay? So knowing that, I know that these two, 4 plus 4 is 8. I know that these two, 4 plus 4 is 8. I know these two, 4 plus 4 is 8 pieces, and then these two is 8, okay? So now my equation really looks like 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, okay? So we know how to do this. We know how to do our doubles facts. And we know how to do these long number strings, right? So I know that 8 plus 8 is 16, 8 plus 8 is 16, okay? And here I know that I have a 10 and a 10, which is 20, and my 6 and my 6, which is 12, okay, which I'm going to add my 10s again. My 10 and my 10 is 30, plus my 2 gives me 32 pieces. Does that make sense? We had how many pieces last time? 28. We added another pizza, which was 4 more, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Do we have enough pieces now? Yes, we do. Okay, so I know that that went a little bit fast towards the end. What I challenge you to do is to go back, pause the video in sections, and go ahead and try each part by yourself. Draw the pictures, count the equal parts, and see how many pieces you have, okay? All right, good luck and have fun.